Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Fabrizio Romano gives Liverpool transfer update on £75 million star who Guardiola thinks is an extraordinary player. Liverpool have been linked with a move for one of the Premier League standout stars who Pep Guardiola is a big fan of. Liverpool are unlikely to move for Bournemouth winger Antoine Semeno in January, with the Reds expected to have a quiet transfer window, according to Fabrizio Romano. It was reported last month by the paper that Liverpool were weighing up a move for Semeno in January. The 25-year-old has scored 6 goals and provided 3 assists in 10 Premier League games this season. He signed a new deal at Bournemouth in the summer, with that contract containing a release clause that is believed to be worth about £75 million. Semeno scored twice at Anfield as the Cherries lost 4-2 to the Reds on the opening day of the Premier League campaign. Liverpool do need to think about replacing Mohamed Salah in the long term with the Egyptian, with just 18 months remaining on his current deal. The Reds legend is not getting any younger, and a proven Premier League star like Semeno could be viewed as the perfect replacement. Michael Ollis of Bayern Munich has also been linked. Fabrizio Romano gives update on Liverpool's interest in Bournemouth star Antoine Semeno. Asked if Semeno could leave Bournemouth in January, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano said on the Give Me Sport Market Madness podcast, "I don't think it is going to be a mid-season departure. I don't think it is going to be with Liverpool. I think Liverpool is going to be very quiet in the January window. In the summer it can be different. I still want to respect Bournemouth. Let them enjoy the player. It is still November and they are not planning for him to leave in January. There is a lot of interest in the player and there is a release clause, so it is a super interesting situation, but I think it is for the summer window. For January, it is very unlikely." Asked about the player's release clause last month, Bournemouth boss Andoni Iraola said, "I don't know anything about the contracts of the players. I don't know how much they earn and don't want to know either. The most important thing for me is that he continues playing well. If he does, there will be more noise, but it's something we take if he's playing well. My concern is to keep him in the spot where he's playing well." Semeno's performances this season has earned him plenty of supporters. One outspoken fan of the forward is 6-time Premier League winner and Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola. He said of him recently, "He's an extraordinary player. His energy, his confidence, his movement, unbelievable. He doesn't stop running, he attacks space so well, and when he has the ball, you feel something will happen." Don't miss subscribe for more news. Our second news is Liverpool news. Slot wants former player back, as double deal close to being agreed. A closer look at some Liverpool headlines, as the Reds are linked with bringing a player back ahead of the January transfer window and other deals are claimed to be in the works. Liverpool face a crucial game against Manchester City on Sunday as the Reds look to re-establish their Premier League title credentials. Manager Arne will hope back-to-back wins over Aston Villa and Real Madrid are a sign of his team getting back to their best. While the Liverpool squad will be fully focused on earning a statement result against City, the club have been linked with several moves as the January transfer window approaches. It has been speculated that the Reds may want to welcome one of their loanees back to Anfield after a disappointing start to the season. Meanwhile, Liverpool are reported to be working on new deals for 2 of their most important players. Here, Mirror Football takes a look at some of the headlines surrounding Liverpool. Harvey Elliott transfer theory emerges. Harvey Elliott's loan move to Aston Villa has not gone how many would have imagined. The talented midfielder has made only 2 starts in 7 appearances and he has not featured for Unai Emery's side in the last month. The 22-year-old left Liverpool on an initial loan deal with an obligation to buy for £35 million, but former Villa CEO Keith Wyness believes he could be recalled before those clauses are met. "I am surprised because I think he's a good player, but he hasn't quite taken the eye of Emery," Wyness said on Football Insider's Inside Track podcast. Now, there's also a big conspiracy theory going on right now. He's on loan, and if he gets 10 games, then he triggers the obligation to buy. There's talk that Liverpool want him back as well, so if the loan isn't confirmed, then he could come back to Liverpool. Perhaps Liverpool are wishing that they had him there right now on the bench while they've got issues with all these new expensive signings. A lot of the Liverpool fans I've been speaking to would have been much happier to have Elliott on the field than some of these other players. Liverpool close to double deal. Liverpool are reportedly working on new deals for midfield pair Dominik Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch. Both arrived at the club in 2023 and have been standout players during Slot's reign. Italian football journalist Fabrizio Romano has claimed that the Reds are progressing in talks with Szoboszlai, though negotiations are not yet at the final stages. The club are said to be prepared to improve the 25-year-old's salary, reflecting his growing importance to the team. Szoboszlai and Gravenberch both still have 2.5 years remaining on their current deals, but Liverpool reportedly want to ensure both players remain at the club long-term. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Our third news is Liverpool finally agree new deal. Liverpool have agreed a new deal with an important figure at the club. Right now, from a boardroom level, everything seems to be working really well at Anfield. Behind the scenes, a lot of work is being done to develop Liverpool and build on its foundations. Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are not only working on putting a playing squad together capable of being the best in Europe and the world, but they are also building more academy infrastructure and have been hard at work trying to establish a multi-club system for FSG. All of this will be essential to maintain hegemony over some of their rivals. Chelsea, for example, have been able to leverage having Strasbourg as a part of the Blue co-ownership group. Meanwhile, Manchester City are under a wider umbrella of a myriad of clubs thanks to the City Group. Of course, none of this matters if Liverpool are not producing talent. Thankfully, over the last decade that is exactly what they have done. From number 66, who is now at Real Madrid, to the likes of Curtis Jones, Queven Kelleher, Connor Bradley, Jarell Quansah and Tyler Morton. The club's academy line is impressive, and there are even more exciting young talent coming through the ranks as we speak. Joshua Abe is regarded as a generational prospect. There are equally high hopes for Eric Farkas. Vincent Joseph, Aiden Yegwa and Josh Sonny Lambie are also names worth keeping an eye on. A lot of credit has to go to the club's academy director Alex Inglethorpe, who since arriving from Tottenham, where he worked with the likes of Harry Kane, has transformed the club. His methods are the key behind Liverpool's success at academy level. But over the course of the last few months his future has been in doubt. Inglethorpe's contract was due to expire come the end of the season. There have been murmurs that he could leave the club, and he did have interest elsewhere. However, The Athletic reports that Liverpool have finally struck an agreement with him to stay at the club. Inglethorpe's role has increased earlier this season, and the gap between the academy and the first team has been bridged even more, with his office now situated at the club's AXA training centre, next to Arne Slot's. Keeping Inglethorpe at the club is a huge boost. His son, Finn, is also catching the eye at academy level, and has been scoring goals for fun for the U18s. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our fourth news is sources: Liverpool plotting move to sign, exciting, Mohamed Salah replacement. Mohamed Salah has had a difficult start to the season at Liverpool and has struggled to match the lofty expectations he sets for himself. Arne Slot's side have endured an inconsistent period following their strong start, having won just one of their last 6 Premier League games. While a number of players are receiving heaving criticism, Mohamed Salah is coming under particular scrutiny, with questions being asked of his performances. Liverpool's 2-0 win against Aston Villa, in which Salah found the net, and 1-0 win against Real Madrid have given them renewed optimism, but concerns still linger. This comes after Football Insider revealed on October 24 that Salah has a problem at Liverpool as he is struggling to turn in consistently impressive performances. Liverpool eye Yankuba Minte to replace Mohamed Salah. Former Man United chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider on November 6 that Liverpool are plotting a move for Yankuba Minte as a long-term target. As I revealed on the latest edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, interest in the Brighton winger comes amid plans to sign a replacement for Salah as the Reds are putting long-term plans in place to build for the future. Minte has been labelled one of the Premier League's most exciting players, with the Reds interested due to his pace and direct nature which fits their style of play. Speaking on the Inside Track podcast, I explained, Minte is a very exciting player, one of the most exciting players in the Premier League on his day. Obviously there is the obvious links with Arne Slot, having worked with him in his final season in charge of Feyenoord as well. No surprise that maybe Liverpool are looking at him. Obviously, there's the ongoing speculation of looking for a long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah. Minte obviously has Premier League experience now as well, and having worked with Slot before, so it's a deal that would make sense. He could tick a lot of boxes, but I don't think there's anything imminent on this one just yet. However, Football Insider revealed on November 7 that Brighton are reluctant to sell Minte, and have set a £60 to £70 million price tag on him after a strong start to the season. Could Salah leave Liverpool amid heavy criticism? Former Man United chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider on October 23 that Slot is concerned about key players at Liverpool as a result of their recent dip in form. This comes after Wayne Rooney criticised Slot's side, insisting they have become complacent after last season's success and their busy summer transfer window. Salah has been chief among those criticised, with last season's tally of 29 goals and 18 assists in 38 Premier League games looking a way off. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer. Our fifth news is Liverpool and Tottenham keen on signing Koulierakis. Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly keen on signing VfL Wolfsburg star Konstantinos Koulierakis, as per Caught Offside. After moving to Volkswagen Arena from PAOK last year, the 21-year-old displayed glimpses of his qualities in his debut campaign last term, notching up 2 assists and keeping 7 clean sheets in 33 appearances across all competitions. The Greek has continued to play a key role in the German side starting 11 this campaign, and Caught Offside state that, having been impressed by the youngster's recent eye-catching displays, Liverpool are keen on purchasing him in January. The Reds want a new centre-back as a potential replacement for Ibrahima Konate. His current contract will expire at the end of this season, and he has been in talks to leave for free next year, with Bayern Munich showing an interest in him. However, the report claimed that purchasing Koulierakis won't be straightforward for the Merseyside club, as Tottenham are also eager to secure his service to support Christian Romero and Mickey van de Ven. The Lily-Whites have been scouting the Greek closely before making a potential swoop, but he isn't the only name on Thomas Frank's wishlist, with Jared Branthwaite and Eric Garcia also among the targets. Battle. Koulierakis still has 4 years left in his current contract, so Wolfsburg don't want to part ways with him in mid-season, but they could change their stance should they receive an offer of around £35 million. The defender is 6 feet 2 inches tall, comfortable playing out from the back, and is also efficient in defensive contributions. The Reds recently signed Giovanni Leone from Parma after being impressed by his performances in Serie A, and he showcased his high potential during his debut against Southampton in the Carabao Cup. Unfortunately, he sustained a serious knee injury in the same game and is set to remain sidelined for almost the entirety of this season. It now appears Liverpool are looking to buy another talented young defender. However, it is going to be interesting to see whether the North London club or the Merseyside club eventually make a concrete approach to secure Koulierakis' service in the upcoming winter transfer window. Fabrizio Romano shares major Liverpool transfer news involving a £75 million star admired by Pep Guardiola. Arne Slot wants a reunion with a former player as Liverpool close in on a double deal. Meanwhile, reports suggest plans for a Mohamed Salah replacement, with interest in Koulierakis rising, and Erling Haaland's comments add extra fire to the Reds' transfer story. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Erling Haaland makes Liverpool spending remark as Man City star sends ominous warning. Liverpool outspent its main Premier League titles this summer, and that point clearly has not gone unnoticed in Manchester ahead of Sunday's Premier League clash at the Etihad. Erling Haaland said Liverpool doesn't have many weaknesses ahead of Sunday's blockbuster showdown against Manchester City, with the striker claiming the Reds remain among the favourites to clinch the Premier League title this season. After 2 wins over Aston Villa and Real Madrid, Liverpool's trip to the Etihad will be the real marker of whether the campaign is back on track after that run of 6 losses in 7 matches. Jurgen Klopp typically struggled in East Manchester and failed to win a Premier League match at City during his tenure, but Arne did manage to earn all 3 points in Liverpool's last visit. This time around, the Dutchman's side is still a work in progress after a high turnover of players in the summer. That was referenced by Haaland ahead of the game when assessing Liverpool's title credentials, as he pointed to the Reds' spending in the transfer market. "I think they are a really solid team," the former Borussia Dortmund man told City's club website. "They are Premier League champions, so they are a fantastic team and they have got so many good players. I don't think they have many weaknesses," he continued. "They've had their struggles here and there. They are such a good and complete side, and that makes them one of the favourites to win the Premier League again. They are the champions, they are playing with the gold badge on their sleeve, so it's going to be a difficult game. They spent a lot of money in the summer, so what can you say? I don't think they have many weaknesses." It's difficult to judge the meaning behind Haaland's remarks on Liverpool's spending. Transfer business has often been a sore point at City, with the club feeling its success has at times been unfairly attributed to the expensive recruitment drive that accompanied the first decade following the club's Abu Dhabi takeover. But in assessing his own form, Haaland's words were more transparent. With 18 goals from 14 matches this season, the forward could be on course to break some of his own lofty records by the end of the campaign. And City's number 9 warned Liverpool that he might be in the best form of his career. "I feel this is the best version of myself," said Haaland. "I've never felt better than now. To keep sharp, I keep my mind in the right place, recover well, do the right things at home, eat the right things, connect when I have to on the pitch, and when I am at home, relax as much as possible to stay balanced and in the zone." Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals.